I want to tell you something that I haven't said out loud nearly enough. I'm just getting started. Not started with the healing. I've been in that. And not started with the returning. I've been in that too for years. Started with what comes after, what the healing makes room for, and what the returning reveals. The life that's actually mine. I've spent a long time becoming, working through the patterns, naming the stories that were never true. Slowly and imperfectly learning to be someone who takes up space without apologizing for it. And that work has been real and it has mattered, and I wouldn't trade a single piece of it. But tonight, I don't want to talk about the work. I want to talk about what the work is for, what it opens, what it makes possible, what becomes available to a woman who has done all the honest reckoning and is standing now, not at the end of something, but at the beginning. That's where I am. And I think it might be where you are too. Welcome to the return. Wherever you are right now, in your bed, on the couch, in a quiet room with the door closed. I want you to know that for the next few minutes, you don't have to be anyone. Not the mother, not the spouse, not the woman who holds it all together. Just you. Let's take a nice cleansing breath together. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. I'm making a declaration tonight, and I want to invite you to make one too. Not in a grand performative way, not in the way of a vision board or a New Year's resolution or a social media announcement, but in a quiet, private, deeply personal way of a woman who knows what she's claiming and doesn't need anyone's permission to claim it. I declare that I am done making myself smaller so that other people can feel more comfortable. I've been doing it my whole life. Softening my opinions, dimming my certainty, arriving at the amount of space I sensed was acceptable, and staying carefully within it. I was good at it. It kept a kind of peace, and it cost me something I'm not willing to keep paying. I declare that I'm done apologizing for what I need. Not for what I want in a demanding or unreasonable way, just for what I genuinely need: rest and honesty. The kind of relationships where I don't have to perform. Time that's mine. A morning that belongs to me before it belongs to anyone else. I'm done preceding those needs with an apology for having them. I declare that I'm interested in what comes next. This one surprises me sometimes because there was a time when the future kind of felt like something to manage rather than something that I could look forward to. But something's shifted. The woman who has been returning to herself has also been quietly, almost without noticing, becoming curious again, excited, genuinely interested in what's going to happen next in her own story. That isn't a small thing. Curiosity about your own future is one of the signs that you've returned far enough to have one again. I declare that I believe the best of what I have to offer is still ahead of me. I know this isn't what the culture says about women over 50. The culture has a lot of opinions about what we're past our prime, past our relevance, past the point of being interesting. The culture can keep its opinions. I've lived enough and returned enough and shed enough of what was never mine to know that a woman in full possession of herself is one of the most powerful forces there is. And I'm more in possession of myself now than I ever have been. I declare that I'm allowed to take up space in a room, in a conversation, in my own life, without justifying why I'm there or performing sufficiently to earn my place or making myself convenient for whoever is watching. I'm here, I belong here, and I'm just getting started. I want to ask you something. What would you declare? Not what you should declare, but what sounds appropriately ambitious or spiritually mature? What's the honest, private thing you'd claim? If you knew no one could judge it, if you didn't have to defend it, if you could simply say, this is what I am stepping into. Maybe it's something large. Maybe it's something that sounds almost embarrassingly small. It doesn't matter. A declaration isn't about scale. It's about truth. It's about a woman saying out loud or in writing or in the quiet of her own knowing, this is what I claim. This is what I'm no longer willing to wait for. This is where I'm standing. Tonight, I want to invite you to write it down, your declaration, your one sentence or 10 sentences in a journal or on a scrap of paper or on a photo, on your phone, whatever form it takes. Start with, I declare, and let what follows be yours entirely, honestly, unapologetically yours. You don't have to share it with anyone. You don't have to act on it tonight. You just have to say it to yourself in whatever form feels true and let yourself hear it. Because a woman who knows what she's claiming is a woman who's ready for what comes next. And what comes next is going to be good. You aren't at the end of something. You're at the beginning of the most intentional chapter of your life. The healing you've done, the patterns you've named, the grief you've honored, the rest you've finally taken, the joy you let back in. That wasn't the destination. That was the clearing of the ground. And the ground is cleared now. And what you plant in it from here on out is gloriously, finally yours to choose. You're allowed to want this. You're allowed to reach for it. You're allowed to take up exactly as much space as your life requires and not 1 inch less. You're just getting started. And I'm so honored beyond words to be here with you. And one more thing before I let you go. Next Wednesday, I'm bringing you something I've been holding quietly for a while now. It isn't a departure. Same voice, same Wednesday morning, same work we've been doing together all along. It's simply that this work has finally told me its true name. And next week, I get to tell you the whole story of it. Come find me. I think you'll recognize it the moment you hear it. Go well, with love and steadiness always. Tammy.